I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. I'm Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It. 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 Welcome to Speak. 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 Who You With, Kurt, dog. Welcome to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Who You With, Kurt, dog. Hopefully y'all having a great day today, had a great weekend. You are listening to Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt, dog. Want to welcome everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is in the house. You can live chat with us. As you seen the alert I put out earlier, we have some Black Girl Magic working. We have the owners of NuVysion Media Group in the house. We have Miss Tamika and Stormy Knight. Welcome, ladies, back to the show. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us.
Well.
No problem, man. So last time y'all came on, y'all was talking about your show Behind Closed Doors.
Yes.
And I can see the pandemic is not stopping y'all. Y'all are still moving forward. You don't care about this pandemic. Y'all gonna do what you have to do to make it in this mean world, to not only to us but to the people all around the world. So tell me, you sent me out a message that last month about your new streaming service coming out.
Yes.
Explain that to me and tell me all about it, because I'm excited. I can't wait.
I know you sound excited too. I'm like, he getting me all hyped back up.
Well, we were on a different streaming platform, and what we decided to do is branch off and try to create something that would give independent filmmakers the ability of getting paid for their services, and not just the pennies on the dollar based off of hours viewed, based off of, one platform, or if you have enough views to be able to get paid off the ads, based off another platform. So with this one, we wanted to be able to pay them based off a percentage off of the amount of subscribers and views that they have. And it'll be after the first year of us being on Roku and Google TV, then it'll be the top 5 viewed shows that will actually get paid a percentage. And then as our subscription and viewers grow, then of course that will change and it will increase as well. But it's just something that we wanted to do to create a different platform for independent filmmakers like ourselves.
Okay. So you're making it easy for people can actually be able to make money for doing a work and not having to have crazy amount of numbers before you actually get benefits from it. So they get a percentage.
Correct.
Okay. T-Cal says, saw one of your films and it was really good. So nice to see. So that's a great thing.
Thank you.
I have some pictures going across the screen also of y'all doing work, some of the people that you work with. I know last time we talked, you told me that Behind Closed Doors was mainly done mostly by cell phone, if I'm correct.
No, we did. We had 2 cameras, but we filmed it ourselves pretty much.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah.
It was basically used with just the regular, the regular camera you use for photography.
Okay.
We actually shot with on season 1.
And it actually looked good because once I seen behind closed doors, you cannot tell it was an independent film. It actually looked like it was somebody who went to the uh, put millions of dollars behind it just to shoot this film, and it was actually good. It was one of the best ones that I've seen.
Because it's about $100.
Well, I know y'all are doing great work. So, what type of lineup do y'all have on the streaming service that is coming up?
Well, we have several categories that we are actually lining up on the NuVysion channel. We're going to have travel channel, cooking channel, drama, series, sports, horror, classics. So any of the films that you haven't seen, the old black and whites, or even some of the color films that are really, really old that you would literally have to search the universe to try to find. We have those. We'll have that. We actually have music as well, and then we'll have podcasts, and then we will have NMG Originals, which is NuVysion Media Group Originals.
Okay, so I could get a spot on there too, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is it all PG or
no.
is it
No. It's not gonna all be PG because it's ours. So we can censor what we want, but the thing about it is we're not gonna censor. We'll just put that, hey, if it's rated R, it's gonna be rated R. So we just have to make sure we have the disclaimers.
Yeah.
Okay, most definitely. So I seen a ad that y'all have out. I guess y'all gonna have sports on there too.
Yes, we actually have a gentleman that's in Maine who he's with a wrestling affiliation called Nova. And so we are actually going to have all of the wrestling on our channel.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a hit right there.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get football and basketball.
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to speak with a gentleman on tomorrow, actually regarding semi-pro basketball and actually having their games broadcast on our channel as well.
Okay, that's man, y'all been putting some work in this pandemic.
But I mean, the whole premise of the channel is to bring independent stuff where where people can see it and it can get the attention that it deserves, because you have to realize it's a lot of good filmmakers out there that will never see the light of day because Netflix won't let them come on, or they don't have the right type of camera or whatever. Here, all we ask is that you be professional and you make sure it looks professional. You can shoot a whole film with your with your cell phone, but as long as it looks good and crisp and is professional, hey, we're gonna put it on there.
Okay. Long as ain't nobody in the background talking about
doing that.
Hey, mama.
That's on the channel that we don't mind.
Yeah.
But so that's some good work. I definitely need to so if y'all are listening and if y'all have questions for them, you can actually call in 972-591-3665, 972-591-3665. Or you could put it in the chat and they can see the comments and be able to answer your question, because this is the opportunity. They are here today to be able to talk about the streaming service, but also if you're thinking about getting into it and you have an idea, this is the time to be able to call or even put it in a chat where you can actually get your answer. You may have this opportunity to be on a streaming service. So, and these young ladies are doing great. I guess it was when did we do that show last? In April of last year or something?
Yeah, and then we didn't even get to finish it because I think our internet went down.
That was at the start of the pandemic.
Yeah, the internet went down. We was like, what? And it wasn't even April last year. It was 2019 when we talked.
No.
I think it was 2019.
Oh, it had to been. It was when the pandemic started because I didn't start to March. So
No, I'm telling you because we spoke with you when Behind Closed Doors was out. Was we working from home?
No, we weren't working on from home.
Was we living here?
yeah, I was working from home when y'all came on last time.
Was it? Was we? Does this room look familiar?
No.
No, it don't. Because
I think we was we weren't here. We wasn't in this house. We was in the old house. Kurt, yeah, because that's when the
No, you know what? It was here. You're right. You sure? I'm positive. It was. No, the reason why I say it's because the internet went down, and this is that was the one time that I ended up having the next day. Then I have to leave and go work. I don't know, child. Don't get me started.
That wasn't it.
Okay, but hey, it
time flies with the pandemic.
Okay, because I thought it was when the first season of Behind Closed Doors came out.
I think it was. Yeah, it was when the first one
came out. To 2019. It was like the end of 2019, early 2020.
Well, it's only one way to find out. No, it was 2020. I spoke with him May 21st.
Okay.
So it was yep, that was it. So yeah, he was right. It was 2020.
May 2020.
It was 2020.
Oh, okay. I was off. I know I hadn't been doing the show that long when
I was that. I was 2019.
Hey, you know, Messenger don't lie.
Exactly. I was about to pull up YouTube and find out and see, but that's
it seems like we've been doing this so long.
And I noticed that y'all been getting a lot of media play because a lot of people are reaching out to you, want to know more about the streaming service. And like I told you when we talked on Messenger, and I was like, look, y'all have that Black Year magic going on. That is wonderful. Love to see our people doing great things, and I'm all for it. If I can help in any way, I'm all for it. And so let me ask you a question though. Now you saying that people just have to subscribe to a channel and come on there. Now, with the person with the content, would they get charged, or is it just based upon the views that they bring in? How would that work?
Yeah, so the content holders, we don't charge them anything to place their content on our channel.
Okay.
The only thing we ask them to do is not place their content on a free site because we want to be able to get their viewers to the channel. That's the only way that our business plan will work in order for them to get paid. Okay. So we will push as well and advertise. We pay for advertisement for the channel. We will push as hard as we can through all social media, digital billboards. I do team up with people to do marketing. So we'll do our part, but we ask our content holders to do their part as well by pushing and getting people to come watch their stuff and letting them know it's other things that they can watch as well, other than just their things, but push their viewers to the channel. And that's how we will get the subscribers to be able to pay them.
Okay. Now, do y'all do live shows, or because I know, like for instance, podcasts, a lot of people do them live and some people record them. Is it a preference, or y'all able to do live shows on this, or is it strictly recorded?
Well, currently right now, we have the platform to do live and record it, but for the first few months, we're gonna just do recording. The recording right now, video on demand, and then we will do the live. We really want to see how our viewers will actually take to the shows and everything that we have. And we got a crowd before we walk, so coming in doing both, it will be a lot for us.
And then because we do have we will have the option to run an extra live channel, just like any other channel. It could be like how live TV on Hulu is. We have that. We have that option too. To do that down the line in the future.
Okay. Yeah, I'm asking these questions because it may be somebody out here like, hey, what if I want to come on and do uh, since you mentioned podcasts, a podcast on there, can I do it live or
What you probably have to do, you'll do it live and you have to record it. And then if they want to come back to see it, then you will push your people, hey, if you want to see, if you missed it, if you want to see it, boom, you have to watch it on the NuVysion streaming channel. And then we had to do a promo where you can put that out on your Facebook page, on your social media, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then we'll put it on our page as well. And then also it'll run doing like an ad for other shows. So it'll push people to, we'll cross brand each one. So it'll push people to watch different things on the streaming channel.
But most of the podcasts that we've been on so far, they have producers and things of that sort. So they don't do what they consider live. Some of them do, but for the most part, majority of them that we've been with, they haven't really done it live. And then what they'll do is once they've done, give it to their producers, and their producers will slice and dice it, make it look pretty and nice. And then they'll upload it like the next following week or something like that. And so, so we're hoping that we get, a lot of podcasts that would not mind being on the channel with, doing that. If they're going live, then we'll ask them, hey, do you prefer to do it this way for right now? And if they go, well, no, I really like live because of this. And we're like, okay, well, we'll go live later. Right now, we're not doing live.
Yeah, that's understandable. And also, what type of shows are y'all working on now? Do you have another behind the closed doors coming out, or
season 2?
Season 2.
Yes, we are in the middle of editing and still needing to film like a few more parts to it. Because of the pandemic, kind of pushed us back a great deal, but we are in the middle of doing that right now. And then we're producing 3 additional shows right now. Yeah. So, go ahead.
Which shows are you working on?
Well, one of them is a talk show.
Okay.
And it's called Listen Up. And the 2 hosts will actually talk about current events, and then they will also do interviews. It'll kind of be what you'll see if you were to turn on the TV right now and see it, just a basic talk show. That's why it will be a talk show of that sort. Then we're and that one's called Listen Up. Then we are doing another show called Sultry Soul. And Sultry Soul puts you in the mind of kind of like Midnight Love, Video Soul, when they play the videos and have a host. Well, for us, it will only be independent artists from all over the world.
Okay.
And that's the videos that we will play. And then the host will have a video of the week, and they will play that, and then they will actually interview that artist. And that will be filmed. That would actually be filmed. So it won't be, like how we're doing right now. It'll be live.
Okay.
And then the 3rd show is called DJ's Corners. And DJ's Corner will be 2 DJs. It'll be 6 episodes, and 2 DJs will be battling against each other. They will be given a song that will have a host as well. They will be given a song, and they will have to mix that song, right? And whoever has the best mix with the battle, then the crowd, they will pretty much choose who the winner is, and then that winner will win a cash prize and a trophy. Then they'll move on to the next round. And so we'll have a championship round, and that was called DJ's Corner.
Okay. Now, for them to mix, is it random songs, or do they know in advance?
Nope, it's gonna be random.
So you got to come with your A game. Don't get embarrassed out there now.
Only the best will survive.
Exactly. So you only gonna have 2, or will it be like a group of them? And then just eliminate them. Okay.
So it'll just be 2, and they will have so of course it'll be more than just one song, right? That they'll have to mix, and so it'll take them to the next round.
Okay, I can't wait until this streaming service start, and it's coming out next month.
Yes.
You have the actual date, or will it kick off on the 1st?
No, we don't have an actual date right now.
Okay.
So that's why we said February, because we don't know. We may wake up one day and say, let's go and kick this off February 2nd. Then we might say, you know what? Nah, we gonna let it develop a little bit more. Let's go do it on the 15th. Then we might say, you know what? Let's go do it on February 22nd. That holds a good date. We don't know. We just know it's in February.
It's gonna be February. We know that.
Well, hey, that's a good month to start it off. You have Black Year Magic going, Black History Month, which every day is Black History Month for me, and that's a good thing. Um, yeah, but what am I listener out of Canada? That's another question. Now, do they have to be here in the States to do it, or can they be from anywhere
To do what?
to be a part of have a show on your network?
No. It could be from anywhere.
Yeah,
That's why I stated, like the gentleman that's on the sports, he's in Maine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a young lady. She's in the States, but she's in
San Marcos.
San Marcos. So they don't have to be here with us. They just got to be able to give us their content so we can upload.
Oh, and then we have a guy, because we will have an international category. We have a guy that's actually in over in Kenya right now. And he's giving us content as well.
Okay, that sounds good, y'all. International Black Year Magic, boy, that rings a bell. Radio talking about didn't you DJ Kurt Dog? At one point I did, but that been about 20 years ago. Technology have changed quite a bit, so
he probably just off that vinyl.
Exactly. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that. So T-Cal said that sound good. I'm talking about Kurt Dog on the 1 and 2. So radio. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that. It's been 20 years and things have changed quite a bit. So I'm sure I could get back into it, but it won't be no time soon. So that's good to know, because we have
3 DJ corner or something for you.
I didn't hear you.
We gotta make it old school. We gotta call it old school version.
And actually, y'all are kicking off our artist segment, because what we're gonna start doing is bringing new art. Well, we're gonna bring artists on, independent, trying to get started. We're gonna start having a show on Monday where we're gonna bring different artists on and let them highlight their music. So I'm sure some of them be reaching out to you.
And make sure you send us the link for Monday so we can watch as well.
Yeah.
Okay. He'd always come out in the alert. Tomorrow I need to confirm with him because he haven't sent the information yet, but hopefully he do it, and we'll have our first one tomorrow. So that'll be good. Then next week, it's not just gonna be just music artists, but we also doing authors and different type of art. Just want to highlight their work to get them the opportunity, because sometimes you have this work that you've done, but it need to be exposed. So that's what we're trying to do, is expose it and give people the opportunity. So it's going to be very interesting. A couple of rappers have reached out to me, and then some R&B singers. As for the music, want positive music, stuff that is going to enhance our community and not knock it down.
Correct.
So that's what we're looking at. And if the artists don't send me, let me know where I can check the music out first. They won't be able to come home. So because I don't want no surprises.
Okay.
So definitely, if y'all are interested in being a part of this new streaming service owned by two sisters that is doing great things, and look, check out Behind Closed Doors. That's some great work. You really cannot tell it's an independent film because of the way it was recorded, edited. It was some great work behind it. And when I see these sisters going out and doing a thing and continue to grow for their passion, which is wonderful for me. That's why I don't mind supporting them, because they are putting in some great work. And and I'm always going to be here to support you. Only thing you got to do, if you need something, just let me know. And I'm just a phone call away. So, or a message away. Either way.
Yeah, we've been doing we've been doing so much. Kirk, it's really ridiculous. Like you would think that the pandemic had really slowed us down, but it really hadn't. I mean, we started out where it seemed like we didn't really have a whole lot to do. And then all of a sudden, sitting here for so long, you just really start thinking of things. And the more you start thinking, you start putting things in motion and you go, well, what can I do that's not going to hinder, hinder anything because of this whole pandemic? Well, let's think of this. Let's do this. We just started thinking of stuff, right? And so I started out where I started doing our own company apparel.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was so crazy because while doing it, and then I started customizing cups with our logos, and when I started doing it, I just really started doing it for us. Now that's what I do now. I just do anything now. Everything's custom. I just do everything. And so with doing that, we started trying to think of other ways to help out other small businesses because we still a small business, right? And so I orchestrated with someone of putting a vendor event together that's going to be this coming up Saturday.
Okay.
And we got 22 vendors out there. And so when it was asked, well, what is this event? Why are you doing it? Well, we're just putting it out there and doing it because we want everybody to see how strong our community is and the small businesses that we have. And just give everyone the opportunity to come out and be able to sample and purchase, from the Black businesses.
Exactly. And where would it be located at?
It's in Fort Worth, 1519 Lipscomb Street, at the Rose Chapel.
Okay, 1519 Lipscomb Street at the Rose Chapel.
Okay.
Yes.
And it will be 22 vendors there, and it will be all the way from makeup to jewelry to food to specialty drinks to custom baskets. I mean, it's just clothes, boutiques. I mean, it's crazy. It's so many people. I had people that were still calling me and was like, "Hey, you got any more spots? You got any more spots?" And I was like, "No, we really only set for 20." But I let 2 slide in, So I'm like, yeah, we're booked. And it's an indoor event. So that's the great thing about it. It's indoors and it's a big facility. So it gives that space for the vendors. And it's like 2 different rooms that we'll be utilizing. So it gives that space for all of the vendors to where we can still social distance.
Okay.
Everybody's required to have the mask on, and just come in and just shop, have a good time. We have, we're going to have interviews on the spot, music. I mean, it's just a whole lot of things. And we'll be there promoting our stuff, on our channel and just all kind of things. And so we're just kind of excited about the fact that we're able to put this together for small Black businesses within the area for them to be able to kind of showcase what it is that they have.
Okay. Now, let me ask you another question I should have asked earlier. How can people get in contact with y'all if they want to be a part of the streaming service or anything that y'all have going? Because I know from time to time, you may need someone to fill in as an actor or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think a couple of months back, you was looking for a couple of people. I tried to reach out to people I knew, but couldn't reach out to them. What is the best way of getting in contact with y'all?
Oh, every way. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we're under NuVysion Media Group, and no one is, when you go search for us, trust me, it's the only NuVysion Media Group it is that's spelled with the Y. So it's NuVysion. So, that's, they can find us through email. They can contact us email, and we're NuVysion Media Group at gmail.com. Or you can go to our website, which is www.nuvisionmediagroup.com. So it's so many ways that they can reach us. We've had people email us. I've given out my other email address, which is my name, Tamika.r.archie at NuVysion Media Group. I've had people come that way. I've had people come through the NuVysion way. I've had them message me through Messenger.
Yep.
They came in on the page.
They didn't message me.
They message Stormy Nights
on Facebook.
Oh, yes, I mean, and then we even have a group on Facebook that they can find us, and it's called NuVysion Channel now. It was Behind Closed Doors. We changed it to NuVysion Channel when we decided streaming channel when we decided to go ahead and start this venture, because now we didn't want to just limit that group to just Behind Closed Doors. Now we wanted to open up for any part of just media entertainment. So people can post on there, because we may see something and go, man,
I like that.
I like that. I'm gonna ask them if they want to be on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah, so we open it up for anybody to be able to post on it.
Okay. So so definitely, if you cannot remember how to get in contact with them, send me a message and I will give you their contact information. Definitely be a part of it. If you ever thought about trying to get into television, this is a perfect opportunity, because sometimes you can't start off big. You got to start off small.
Yep.
And this is a perfect way of doing it and giving back to the community.
Yes.
Because one thing about it, we have to reach back and pull someone else up with us every time we advance. You got to pull people up to try to help them advance also. Now, everybody you can't take with you, though.
Right. That's
So,
real talk right there. But the one thing that I do like about our company is that, you know, if you're a new, you know, you can say, hey, I've been thinking about acting for 20 some years. Hey, we'll give you a shot. We'll even, you know, we even say, hey, we'll work with you until you get it right. You know, and this is a platform that allows you to make a mistake and be human, you know, because we all gonna make mistakes, we all gonna mess up. But hey, it's on camera. We can roll it back and do it again. So
back and see what you need to change. Watch it.
Yeah.
I do it all the time with the show. I'm like, okay, I should have said this, should have said that. I'm doing good this year. I only cussed twice this year. I'm doing good. So
and another thing, like when we write the script, you know, we listen to our actors. We want them to make it their own as well, because, you know, a lot of times we're writing it in our voice. You know,
yes.
So, you know, to make it more believable, we want that actor to, you know, go ahead and act it and do it where it's more comfortable for them. So if it's something that I might say that they won't say, then change it. You know, I'll say, hey, I need this word in here. I need this ending. I need this beginning. Whatever you have in the middle is whatever you do. But this is what I need, you know, and we let them go from there. That's why it looks so believable.
Right.
See, that's a good thing. Now, say for instance, if someone wrote a book and they want to turn it into a series or something, is this something they can actually do on your channel also?
Yes, they can. If they're wanting to turn it into a movie or something, then what they need to do is they're gonna need to change that book into a script. Yeah, they just can't. Yeah, we ain't gonna do it.
Nah,
they gotta change the script.
I'll help you. You know, I'll help you write into the script, but you know, there will be a small fee.
Yeah. And the thing is that I think what it is that a lot of people don't understand. This is not our full-time job.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, if this was our full-time job, then yes, you could give us a book for us to read, and yes, we could possibly put it and write the script out for you. But because this is not our full-time, I personally, my primary job, I work from 6 to 3. You know,
I work 9 to 6.
So, you know, it's like in between time at my lunch, I'm doing stuff that deals with NuVysion Media, right? And then as soon as I get off work, when I close my computer from my primary, I'm still sitting in the same spot. I literally just go from here to here, and then I'm working, you know. So, and then my cell phone is glued to me, or it's on speakerphone while I'm working. So, you know, I tell people all the time that if you want to get a hold to me and talk to me, the best way to talk to me is to give me a call. Don't text me, because I won't be able to respond to you immediately, because I'm doing so much at once. So when people contact us about ideas, we say, oh, that's a great idea. You got a script?
Yep. You got to at least have an outline, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you have to show you putting in work as well.
Exactly.
So
for someone to do all the work for you.
Correct. Now, if you just can't and you like, look, I just don't know what to do, then like I said, I'm the one. I'm willing to help you. And I'll give you homework. I'm like, okay, this is what you got to do. This is the first step you got to do, and give you that homework that's grooming you to write your script.
Okay.
And I'll see how serious you are. But if I give you a deadline, say, hey, you say you want your podcast on here. Okay, give me an outline by this day, and this is where you start. This is how your outline should start. I'll give you that, and then if it's on Friday and you don't give me anything, I know you're not serious.
Exactly. So that y'all doing some big things. I'm proud of you. And,
Thank you.
But that's no. We're trying to have all kind of source. All media. I want to be able to publish books. I want to do all of that. So that's the main focus of NuVysion Media.
Join the journey is what our slogan is.
Get it at the beginning.
Yes.
Because
we do. I've told several people this because we're launching our channel in February. Those who started with us, because I'm doing promotions and digital billboards, those who are starting with us from the beginning, at the launch of the channel, we will promote their content. So on our digital billboard, when it says NuVysion, all of the people that are content holders that have jumped on board with us immediately, their stuff will be posted with our things.
Okay.
So it'll be pushed.
So that you're not going to get this from a big company, and it's not costing you anything.
Right.
So only thing you have to do is open your mouth, get in contact with them, send them an email, NuVisionMediaGroup@gmail.com.
It will cost you a little bit. It won't cost you no money, but it will cost you time.
It's going to cost you time.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to cost you time.
We need you to push your stuff just as much as we pushing it as well.
You got to be more passionate about your own work.
That is correct.
So T-Cal says, support your vision, sister. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. The black
T-Cal, go ahead and friend me on Facebook. Stormy Nights. With 2 eyes, because my eyes are always on you.
All right. I'm sure she will. She's a long-time listener and been on the group for actually she's been on the show since I've been on here. So I guess she came on probably a month or two after I got started. So
okay.
She's always listening to the show, just like Radio Chaos, who is out of Canada, and also he's a musician. The pandemic actually got him because he's normally do cruise ships, play on cruise ships. So it actually got him.
We may have seen you. What cruise ships? We do Carnival. We've been on Norwegian.
I think he said Carnival was one. It's a couple of them he played on. So
I have 11 cruises under my belt already.
Oh Lord, I was getting ready for my second one before the pandemic hit.
Don't even talk about that. I had my birthday cruise and it was canceled.
Yeah. When is your birthday?
October 27th. It was my 50th birthday party.
50. See, black don't crack. If you didn't tell me you was 50, I wouldn't believe it. So, but definitely, he said he haven't done cruise ship in a while. In a few
years. Well, I got 11 on my belt. I started cruising at 2006. 2007 is when I started cruising. So I'm just saying. I may have seen you.
I started cruising 2018.
Yeah.
So I might not have seen you. I may have.
I may have.
First cruise I went on, it was me and my family. I think it was 23 of us.
23?
Yeah, it was 23 of us. Had a great time. I got upset because I think it was the last night when I found out about karaoke. I'm like, where y'all be going at night? Because I was hitting up the casino. I'm like, hey, but they were like, oh, we going to karaoke? Y'all are? Oh, okay. So I was like, man, I need to do this again. So
I do everything. When I say everything on a cruise ship, I do everything on that sucker. And if I miss something on that cruise, then what I do is the next cruise I go, okay, I did all this one on the other cruise, so now I need to do these things.
And she'll do it again if she like it anyway.
Yeah. Like I think I've done
what's that thing, the Hasbro?
The Hasbro games. I've done the Hasbro games so many times on a cruise ship. It's been ridiculous. As soon as they put that sucker on Carnival Cruise, I made sure that every time I go on a Carnival, I look it up. They got Hasbro games? I'm gonna get in it. And I always get chosen to go on stage.
Yeah. We got the Carnival mixologist right here. She did mixed drinks. She won that contest.
Oh Lord. That's what I'm talking about.
I won the contest in sleep because I do that well. I go on cruises. The water calms me. I'm asleep, or I go out there and look at the water. That's what I do. I will go to some games and all that, but for the most part, she wants to do everything on the ship. Everything.
I went from the casino to the captain dinner every night, back to the casino, and that was it.
So you was that one giving them all that money?
No.
For me to win.
Oh, you was winning?
I was turning them up. Yeah. Well, I was playing poker, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I played roulette for the first time when we went on a cruise together for my birthday. And I was like, I want to play. I said, but I don't know how to play. And so this guy was like, well, I can tell you how to play. I can show you. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm standing there. And then he was telling me what to do. And so I said, do I put it here? He said, you can put it here. If you want to increase your money, you want this, put it here. And I was like, oh, so it's 35 to 1 if I put it there. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to put 2 chips right there. And I was just like doing it. And I came back to the room and I was like, guess what? And she was like, what? I said, I went $300 something, and I was just like, here it is. And then she was like, what? Then I went back and won 300 something more, and then came back, and then it was like the last day or whatever. I was like, so what do you want to do? And she was like, well, we can go win this credit card money. I was like, okay.
Yeah, to pay for that trip.
Okay.
Now I'll pay for those pictures she wanted.
Yeah,
I was paid for.
Yeah, I wanted to take some pictures and professional pictures, and so they, those pictures ain't cheap on there. Not the ones that they take around the ship, but the ones that you said, yeah, them suckers ain't cheap.
No, it was like $600 something. Get 2 pictures.
Well, I paid half of it.
But she won that credit card money. I'm just all I'm gonna say.
So I know I asked you this off air about the reality shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm bringing it up because Radio mentioned what happened in the crew area would make a great movie. Because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on, kind of like Grey's Anatomy back in the old days when everybody dating everybody.
Exactly.
So with reality shows, what type of reality shows are y'all looking for, or does it matter?
Well, we actually have one that a gentleman is putting together in Milwaukee.
Okay.
And it's called Behind the Hustle.
Okay.
Basically, it's just business owners like ourselves, small business owners, and basically following them and us, you seeing what it is that we're doing every day, or going into our personal, going into our business. So he's actually putting that together, and so that will be on our network. And then I think she was talking to a young lady about doing a reality show for herself.
Okay.
And don't forget the other one, the one for DJ Worldwide. His is technically a reality show too, about music.
Oh yeah, about music. Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't know if that's gonna come here because he's one of those I gave a deadline to.
Well, so you got the deadline if you don't.
The deadline has passed.
Yeah.
and I haven't got it.
I think that the thing is, again, like I stated, is that a lot of people have great ideas and they'll come to us with the ideas, but you have to have more than just an idea with coming, because we have full-time jobs. So this is not a full-time thing that we're doing, even though it seems like full-time, because I think I put in my regular 8 hours at my regular job, and then I still put in that same 8 hours, because once I log more than that, because by the time I log off at 3 o'clock from my job, then I literally get into doing NuVysion stuff. I Uber Eats food. So I don't even go cook anything. We Uber eating and we're sitting here in front of the computer, and I don't log off and decide to go to bed till about 11 o'clock. So that's,
and then I'm still up to,
and then she's still up to 3. It's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow. That sounds like me. I get up early, go to bed late. So when I tell y'all I'm tired on here, I'm tired sometimes. So, but definitely. So basically, to sum it up, if you have a strip that's just sitting there using as a coaster, this is your opportunity to get your work out here.
Please don't send it with the rings on it. Rings on it. We don't want that.
But even if you have something that you've worked on, and you don't feel like that, even when you filmed it, because I spoke to someone where they wasn't happy with their work, of how it was filmed and things of that nature. And I'm just like, you're never gonna be 100% satisfied with what it is that you're doing. You're just not. And so, put it out there, let people see what it is that you have. Don't put it on the shelf and let it just sit there. You worked hard for it. And the people that helped you make that dream come alive worked hard for it as well. So why not give it the opportunity for others to see it and place it on the channel?
Exactly. So this is a perfect opportunity. You can reach out to Tamika and Stormy by the email NuVisionMediaGroup@gmail.com. You can look them up on all social media. Definitely reach out to them. If you cannot find them, hit me up and I'll make sure you get their information. This is a perfect opportunity to get exposure for your work. And who knows? You don't know who's watching these type of streaming shows, because you could be on here one day, next thing you know, you getting a phone call from somebody that want to put into a big movie or something on the big stream. So definitely don't sleep on your work. Let your work be known. And it don't do no good.
Don't be afraid to put it out just because you have a fear of rejection. Yeah, it's gonna be some people that may not like it, but let's focus on the positive. How many people will like it? You'll never know until it's out there.
Because that's how we were with behind closed doors. We didn't know how many people would receive it. We didn't know how many people were going to like it. In our first 2 weeks, we had over 14,000 views. And I didn't even think, for me, when I thought he said, did you say 1,400? And he was like, no, 14,000. And I was like, they did what? Watch our show? I was still confused.
And we had 85% retention rate as well. So that means people who clicked on it watched it all the way through.
I know I watched it at least 2 or 3 times. So
well, thank you.
I'm saying I might have to put you on the panel to screen season 2.
Yes.
Oh, let me know. I'm all for it, because I was happy with season 1. I was like, man, this is good.
Well, wait till you see season 2. It's a lot more drama.
Uh-oh.
But
I did want to address the viewer that was talking about the crew area.
Yeah, Radio Chaos.
Yes, it sounds like a really good script. So I mean, if you write an outline of how you want it to go or whatever, you can send it to me and we can go over it. But the biggest thing I could tell you on that one is going to be finding a studio that looks like a cruise ship. That's going to be the biggest thing.
So you can actually make it up and make it seem like it's
that's gonna be the biggest thing,
because we had that this season with the courthouse. All the courthouses are closed, right? So they're doing all their stuff, via, Zoom or whatever monitors. And so I watched a couple of things on YouTube. And what I did was we just kind of recreated a conference room to look like they were in front of a judge.
Okay.
And the judge was on the monitor, just like on they have, and then we put the plexiglass right there in between, just like they have. So we did it like a COVID safe type of environment. And we just had to roll with it the best we could. And just so happily, I just seen it on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh man, look!" And I was like, "We can do this. We can scratch the whole courtroom situation."
See, I want to ask questions about who ended up in court, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
If I told you, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because they're new characters.
Okay. Radio said, unfortunately, I'm not a writer, but there is ex-crew members out there who write about their experience.
Well, Radio Chaos, if you know them, please point them in our direction, and we will be more than glad to assist them.
And not only that, Radio, you can also give your point of it, let them write it to be a ghostwriter for you, and you still get credit for it.
Yep. Exactly.
So definitely any because I feel like it'll be pretty good. I said I was telling my co-host on Thursday, I said, we could do a reality show with how it is to get a show done and some of the stuff I go through from all the Trump supporters. When they get upset, I hit them on, throw that rock, and they say ouch, they get upset, and then they send me these long comments, and I'm like, you know what, it's all good, whatever.
And I do want to address Radio over here again too. He gonna be like, leave me alone. But when you said you're not a writer, everybody is a writer. I didn't go to the official writing class. Tamika didn't either. So it's a lot of stuff out there that help you. You have YouTube, you have Google, we have all this stuff to our fingertips. Just like when we started behind closed doors, neither one of us had any filming experience at all. I was a photographer and a graphic designer, and she's a manager, so
I manage people.
That's it, So it was something that I wanted to do, and I did it. You can't keep saying that I'm not a writer. Everybody's a writer at heart. If you can pick up a pen and write your name, you are a writer, period. So all you do is write down your thoughts and your experiences. And then then it develops. As you develop it into a story, then you're like, oh, okay, I am a writer. And I'm like, see, I told you.
And I can attest to that because I wrote a book. I'm hoping it comes out this year. I really want to find an agent that I could go through because I feel like it's going to be a New York bestseller. So I want to do it the right way. So,
but when it comes out, you can you be the first one to have the audio book on the NuVysion streaming channel.
Exactly, and trust me, I feel like it's gonna be a movie.
Okay.
So that's what my ultimate goal is to have it a movie, and we would definitely put it on the streaming channel. Let it be seen because I know it's a lot of people that have gone through this and dealing with it that can help someone. So now, so let me ask you again because Radio said some musicians always had the craziest stories.
And that is true because we actually had a meeting with someone where we're going to sit down with them and putting their story into an actual series. And so and they actually manage over musicians and a label and everything. So yeah.
Because Radio, he played the drums, and I think he told me he practiced 4 hours a day, even though he's not doing it right now, but he practiced 4 hours a day to keep his skill up. Because I didn't realize how intense drummers are when they come to play. And he's like, no, I took some time off one time and I almost lost my mind. So
drummers are real, like drummers and saxophone players, they intense. I would say bass players too, but I think drummers and saxophone players are gonna be more intense musicians. And then when you get to the classical, you have those violinists, they be in it.
Yeah.
The violence is more intense.
So speaking of musician, y'all sent me a soundtrack off of season 1,
Mm-hmm.
and I still listen to it today.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, is it anywhere people can find a soundtrack?
Yep.
On Spotify.
On Spotify.
And Spotify. Okay.
Yes,
Just
it's
pull up
behind closed doors. The way you'll be able to pull it up quickly is put in behind closed doors various artists. And when you
Okay.
put behind closed doors various artists, then you will see it'll pop up. It's
Okay.
actually the first one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll see it have the our graphic arts
Yeah.
on there. Also, I'm telling you, if you know any graphic designers, please tell them to hit us up, because I'm gonna need a lot of help in doing this advertisement too as well. So
I actually reach out to well, I don't he do a lot of video stuff. I don't know what all he do, but I tell one of my partners reach out to y'all for Normanology, which is great. I played the wrong theme song today, but he redid it. My theme song. Well, it's the same song, but he redid the video for it. So
yeah.
he's pretty good. He do a lot of work around with a lot of independent artists here in the Metroplex. So
I pulled it up right here. Behind closed doors, various artists. It's actually the second one from the top, and then you click on this is what the logo looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna have to follow y'all on Spotify, and so that, man, y'all doing some great things. Now, are y'all gonna have the same artist to do the soundtrack for season 2?
Now we have 2 returning artists.
We have 2, right?
Yeah, it's Jesse and
Oh, okay, yeah.
We only have 2
Okay.
returning. And then we branched out and looked for others.
Okay.
This one, the soundtrack probably won't be as long. I think we had like 10. We had like 10 songs on the last one, but I think we may only have like 6 or 7 songs on this one. And that's only because now, with us being a streaming channel, now we have BMI and ASCAP licensing. Okay. And by having that, now we can actually put any music that we want in our series that will give us that dramatic effect that we want. So you may hear, I don't know, I'm just Force MDs, Luther Vandross, something like that. Yeah. So you may hear some of that in there. So the Lil Wayne, whatever. So
because it's so funny, because a couple of artists that we did reach out to be in, that was on last season, to be on this season, they're not doing music anymore.
What?
Yep.
One of them that was on our soundtrack, which a lot of people loved his music, and we had the Steinma Awards last year, where the award show recognized independent filmmakers, actors, and actresses, and musicians. Well, he won for Best Original Song.
Oh wow!
He won for Best Original Song, and he doesn't do He doesn't do music anymore
at all. So that was one of our biggest problems, was finding new artists to for this season, because I mean it was hard finding them. It was hard.
Well, we found them, but the music didn't fit. Right? So you'll get music from all over the places. It's hitting you left and right, and we sitting here and I'm like, hey, listen to this. And I'll play it, and then you go, no.
Wait a minute, is that a train passing by? What's that?
And I'm like, I'm just looking for music. I'm just trying to help you find music, and you can cipher through it however you want.
Okay. Well,
when I hear the music, I can see the scene. And that's one of the things about film. I think a lot of new filmmakers make that mistake. The sounds are everything. Now don't get me wrong, the acting is good, but it's the sound, the music that's behind the sound, it builds up the mood and everything of how that scene is supposed to play out, right? And that's for the viewer. And a lot of times, you can go and look at an independent film, and then you look at a high budget film, and you'll hear that you hear all them different sound effects. You hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it was another horror movie that's independent, you might not hear that. They just say, "Hey, it's scary." So you have to know that the music makes the whole scene as well.
You want to have, I call it that trademark sound. Yeah. So if someone is in another room and then it comes on, it's playing, then they can be like, "Oh, that's my such and such movie coming on," or whatever. And they run in there, to watch it. If you don't have that trademark sound or whatever, they don't know what the hell it is. So you can just be something else that's playing. Like everybody knows that Law and Order SVU. Exactly. Everybody knows. In another room. And that's how you get out the whole thing. Boom, boom.
I'm gonna say this. We're gonna play a game real quick. I'm gonna do this sound, and you tell me what this sound goes to. Da-da.
That's it's one of those police shows.
Dun dun.
That's Netflix. That's Netflix.
Dun dun.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't get a chance to watch it that much. Even though I have it, I'm paying for it. I'm like, they going up, and I don't only watch it.
Okay. It's just like I say, it's so many different sounds that attaches itself to a brand.
Yeah.
And that's what, and to a movie, to a show, whatever. And that's what you recognize. Exactly. Right. And so that's the main thing when like I speak to someone or whatever about their stuff or whatever. I'm like, what's your sound like? What's your music sound like? It's just kind of one of those things. So that's what people recognize.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's some good information. That's kind of like with the theme song that one of my good friends did for me, Sean Martin. He actually put it together. I didn't even know he was doing it, but I was like, all right. When I found out, when I first heard it, I just started smiling. I looked like the Kool-Aid man. But the thing is, now people recognize when I'm getting ready to come on. Once the music starts, they like, oh, it's that time for Kirk Dow to come on. So that's a good thing. And so I'm so proud of y'all because I'm telling you, when y'all came on last time, I was like, okay, let me check out this movie. When it checked out the series, and I was like, man, this is pretty dope. So I told people, y'all need to check it out. It is actually good for a independent movie. Now I try to watch another one. I watched about, I don't even think it was a full minute, because it was just poor quality. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I said, nope. I was like, nah, let me go back to behind the closed door. I said, now there's some good independent music. So, but other than that, hopefully, if you are out there, you are listening to Speak On It with Who You With Kurt, though. This is the start of our artist segment that we're going to try to do every week. So if you are a artist, you can always reach out to me. If you do music, put out good, positive music, not something that's going to hurt our culture, but uplift our culture. So definitely reach out to me. You can come on the show on Mondays and be able to be spotlighted because we're on 7 different platforms. And not only that, we're also on Spotify. So when I upload the shows on there, you're on 7 different podcast platform, so your stuff can be heard. You never know who's gonna hear it or listen to it. You just have to do the work and put your stuff out there. And this is a great opportunity to work with 2 sisters at the beginning stage. As they grow, you grow. And if you putting out some good stuff, you had the opportunity to continue to grow in for a long-term relationship. So definitely reach out to them. Even if you don't know what to do, reach out to them and they'll kind of tell you, hey, if you have an idea, do this, do that, do that. But don't just be sending emails talking about, hi, How y'all doing? Come with some stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, my file 13 is real strong.
Come with some work. If you serious about it, definitely reach out to them. Do not waste their time. And if you feel like you have some good music, hey, reach out to her. And matter of fact, as I said, that it's I have to go back and listen to it, but it's a young lady that sent me her music, which is actually pretty good. We'll talk about it off air. And,
Okay.
I think it might be pretty good for I don't know. I don't know what season 2 gonna look like, but if it's anything like season 1, it might be good. So definitely reach out to her. So I keep putting the email up, NuVysion Media Group at gmail.com. Reach out to them, follow them on all social media, including TikTok, which I need to do more. I haven't done nothing on TikTok.
I just started using TikTok, and I'm gonna tell you something. I need a TikTok genius to come and help me, because the algorithm for it, oh my gosh, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. One moment I think I'm doing every hashtag in the world on it, and it's still not getting viewed. And then when I do seem to go, okay, well, forget it. I'm just not getting this crap. And I kind of just like half put it up there. Then that's when all of a sudden I get like 400-500 views. I'm like, what kind of nonsense is this?
So I need to learn more about TikTok. I go on there. My wife send me funny videos, and other people send me videos. I'm like, okay, but I need to do something on TikTok. And I thought about doing one of those dance challenges, but I don't dance. So
I've done.
I think we need to do a reality show called Mass Podcaster. How about that?
Hey, why not? Why not?
You can guess their voice.
Welcome to the show, Marcellus Smith out of Louisiana. Marcellus, I know you just came in. Now you've been talking about trying to do some blues music. This is your opportunity.
I know Marcellus did blues.
Yeah, Marcellus.
Like they play a bass guitar or something.
I think he said he played keyboard, drum, and something else. He said he played
I bet you play bass guitar, don't you, Marcellus?
Marcellus, you want to know if you play the bass guitar? TCal said I'm on there. What's your info? I'll follow on TikTok. I believe she's talking about. Is it still
NuVysion Media?
NuVysion Media.
So,
I don't change. I keep it the same.
Make it easy to find on all
easy to find. There it is.
That's the way you keep it going. No matter where you at, it's still the same. NuVysion Media Group.
And if you want to do like a little, like a what do they call it? A drop for us. You can do a drop video for us, and we'll put that on. We'll put that on there, because hey, the wrestling guys, they did a nice little promo for us.
I thought it was the Undertaker at first. I'm like,
I know.
I got the Undertaker on there. I'm like, what the?
I was like, that was hot. I was like, keep them coming. And he said, my guys are so excited. He just keeps sending me stuff or whatever. And I'm like, that one that I posted, that one was like my favorite one out of the first like few that he sent me. I was like, that right there was hot. It took me back to the Von Erich days.
Oh Lord, don't start talking about the Von Erichs now.
Okay.
That's a whole show within itself. Start talking about Sportatorium and Iceman King Parsons.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about Iceman King Parsons. That's nice.
Hey, he was from, I believe he was originally from Missouri, but last I heard he lived in Fort Worth. And that brother, he was cool. I used to love seeing that.
I want to get in touch with him, so he could be interview or something.
Yeah.
I was like, reach out to him, see if we can. Since you said What's his? You know what it was? What was his name? King Parsons.
Iceman King Parson.
Yeah.
I forgot his real name. It's been so long. And but that brother, he changed put for me as a child, he actually changed the way I look at wrestling because I was like, oh, somebody looked like me. Besides the Von Erichs and Chris Adam them
Yeah. I
and
remember Iceman though.
and that's what I was telling a lot of folks on the show because sometime on the show we talk about different things, then they'll bring up old stuff. And I'm like, just like Hulk Hogan used to wrestle here back in the days.
Yeah,
Ric Flair did. Um, so they all came through Dallas before they got to WWF or WWE or whatever name it's going by now. So it's definitely a lot of talent in Dallas Fort
It
Worth.
is. And that's where we come in and say you just got to do it. If that's something, if it's your passion, you want to do it, just do it. Right. You know, don't let anybody tell you can't, because there's a lot of naysayers out there. You can't do it. You can't do it. And you know, you be like, you know what? You'll start doubting yourself. You're like, you know what? I probably can't. You know, just like what else? We have full-time jobs and we still doing what we want to do.
Exactly. So
it takes a little bit longer, but we doing it.
You're doing it and y'all doing it good because I seen where y'all were before and where you are today. And I could just imagine where y'all gonna go to. Cause I can't wait until I get that phone call saying, hey Curtis, we going to the big stream now. I'm be there cheering y'all on the whole time. So
thank you.
Because we have to encourage our own people to try to encourage them to keep pushing and keep doing their passion. And I don't know if y'all shared it on Facebook or not, but if y'all did, I cannot see the comments if any of your followers making comments on your page.
I shared it on 3 pages, but I can't see anything unless I'm actually on it. I didn't pull it up.
We can't even comment. We'll go back and comment later on.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot of time. But normally people that is on my pages, it'll come up on my stream. That's how I can see it, and y'all can see it too. But other than that, I'm happy for y'all. Is it anything else y'all need to let the people know that we haven't already covered that someone may be able to get the butterflies out your stomach?
I don't know how to get the butterflies out your stomach, but I can say this.
And acid.
Marcellus is learning how to play the bass guitar, okay?
Yes.
So yeah, I do know that. But on another note, you just have to do it. Get somebody in your corner that's going to tell you, yeah, you can, and listen to that person. You never fail until you try.
And you only need one person. You don't need an army. You don't need a team. You don't need a team of people. You only need one person to say, I got you. Let's do this. You good. Do this. Push for your dream. Don't let nobody hold you back. You got this. You smart. You can do this.
And even if you're not good, just like what I was telling Radio, he's saying he can't write. Anybody can write.
Exactly.
You just have to put it down on paper. Are you going to be the best writer coming out? Probably not. But if you practice, these people, the good writers like Maya Angelou, she didn't come out just doing poetry like that, writing books of poetry. She practiced, and that's what it's just like when you 4 hours on a drum, you practicing. When you first started the drums, you didn't know how to drum.
You was going,
you didn't know how to do a flank, right? So I think I said right. Is it a flank? They be doing that. But and that's what it is. And I think as you get older, you build up that fear because you don't want to be rejected by people.
Exactly.
And we've been rejected all our lives. So hey.
And I'm like this, you only learn from rejection because then you know how to be better, right? So if everything was given to you on a silver platter, then hey, you gotta have rejection. You gotta be able to grow. Growing is that's part of the growing pains.
And you gotta realize you can't please everybody.
Exactly. Be willing to continue to learn. If someone say, hey, I would try like this, be willing to do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
It can change. So
Fear is our biggest enemy. You know, we allow fear to take away our ability of being able to move forward. And so once you place that fear behind you and just step out on a limb, you'll be amazed at what it is that you can accomplish and do.
um, Radio said, I found out to get girls, you actually had to learn how to play. You couldn't just sit behind the drums. It's something about the bass.
But you had motivation. You see what I'm saying? That was your support right there, Radio. That was your support.
For Radio, what if you write now? Woo, just imagine the caliber of woman you get in once you learn how to write. Come on now. Because you always get a lot of women. Come on.
Mm.
Hey,
all right. Women that people just don't know about. Holla at me.
Exactly. Radio is a cool cat. Like I said, he been following me. I'm probably about 6 months now. So faithful listener, and so he's pretty good out of Canada. I call him my brother from another mother out of Canada, and cool cat, Marcellus, T-Cal. We don't get that many Trump supporters lately. I don't know why. I don't know why, but hey, everybody.
I can play like I'm a Trump supporter if you want me to. I can do it because I'm a good actress.
And I seen y'all in action, so yeah, both of you are. So,
but I just want to point this out: we are still taking auditions for hosts for the DJ's Corner show, and you do have to be, unfortunately, until we get bigger. You do have to be here in the DFW area because we will be filming it live. So, but we are still looking for a host. We've had several submissions, none that's really stood out to us yet. So, if you're interested, then please let us know. Email us, hit us up on Facebook, however means. You can even go to our website and contact us through there. And that way we can go ahead and try to narrow that down and try to get a host for that show where we can start the filming as soon as possible.
Now, do they have to send you a video?
Yeah. The video submission, basically just telling us why you think that you would be good for this show. And we just tell people to be creative, be yourself, and just show your personality.
Okay.
That's
not the dark place personality, but just be yourself. Have fun.
Yeah. And just be creative, because I mean we've had several submissions where people just come on and be like, I think I'll be good for this show because I like music. And I'm like, what? Yourself, because I need you to be popped up. We had one lady, she came on, she was really good. She came on with the Jamaican accent, and then she was like, but if you want me to switch it up, I can do it like this too. And then she took her Jamaican accent away, and it was like, oh, okay. Then we had someone come in and they started out with singing, and that was for the other show. For Sultry Soul, because we do now have a host that we chosen for Sultry Soul, and she came in. She was awesome. She started singing. She talked about her passion for music, why it was a passion, and what she felt like that she could bring to the show. And then she turned out and said, if you don't choose me, that's okay, because I just want to be a part of. I want to be a part of NuVysion. Okay. And so I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, she did that. Awesome.
Can you see it?
No, I don't know, but why are you interrupting my topic?
I want my TK.
Okay,
yeah,
so that was kind of where what the process was for that. So for DJ's Corner, we are looking for the same thing, and we want someone that is peppy.
Yeah, hype, man.
Hype, you know what I'm saying? Don't come through, I'll chill. DJ's Corner is not the place for a chill person. We don't need you to be all laid back and chill. That is not what we're looking for.
Oh, so that cut me out.
For TK.
Hold on, wait. There you go.
NuVysion. Okay, NuVysion Media Group. Got to put the space between them, not all together. Or at NuVysion. At NuVysion.
Yeah.
That's them on
On
TikTok.
TikTok at NuVysion.
There you go. I was putting that up for TCal.
And so she would definitely be checking it out. And just put at NuVysion on TikTok, and you can find them. And matter of fact, I'm gonna follow y'all on TikTok too, because I
I'm trying to do some. I'm trying to do something. Now, what I have not done is we do have the trailer for season 2, but I have not put it on TikTok yet because I was told don't put it on there until it's ready to come out on the show, right? Because you don't want everybody to see it because there's so many TikTok people on there, right? So we haven't placed it on TikTok, but it is on our pages.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because I'm waiting for 2. I was like, man, 1 was good.
Oh,
Trying to see.
And I
Okay,
can,
I found it.
okay. And if you like, I can go ahead and play the trailer right now, if you like.
Okay,
On
that's fine for me.
okay, give me 1 second.
I'm not.
Sorry, I gotta go through so many things on my page. Clearly,
I understand. Um, so TCal is just NuVysion Media. Once you put it in, you'll see the guy that looked like the Undertaker on the video, and
right there.
okay.
Open it up so you see it.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me turn it to the side for you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and start it over. And let me turn my volume up because clearly it's not up.
yeah.
Oops, something wrong.
Oh wow,
And that is the trailer for season 2.
man! Y'all go catch season 1 first. Go catch season 1 because I seen some stuff in 2. I was like, okay, I still see he's still doing the same thing, but uh, but definitely go catch season 1. Where can they find season 1 at? Is it
Currently, right now, till February, you will be able to see season 1 on YouTube.
okay?
So we do have it on YouTube currently right now. You can watch it on there. It's behind closed doors series. And what I can do is I can I'll send it to you, Kirk, where you the link, and it goes straight to the playlist. But it is behind closed doors series, and it is under our channel. Subscribe to us, NuVysion Media channel. And but once February hits and we start with our channel, then season 1 will move to our channel.
All right, catch it now. Catch it now and get excited about season 2 because I seen some stuff in season 2. I'm like, y'all have added a lot more people in there, and I'm like, all right, y'all about to do some thing.
Yeah,
So
we had 18 cast members last season. Now with our extras and everything, we had like 40 something people.
that's why I say Black Girl Magic. They must be doing some good stuff for people to want to work with them and continue to work with them. And as they continue to grow, that's why it's so important to get in now where y'all can grow with them as they growing. Um, Definitely reach out to them by the email and And if you have questions, legit questions, uh, definitely email them, ask them, and they willing to help because you're not going to be able to call uh, other movie producers to ask them question directly. You're talking to the owners, and they willing to help you to help grow your gifts. So definitely reach out to them, and on all social media, TikTok at New Vision, and also by email, NuVysion Media Group at gmail.com. So definitely reach out to them, and let's support these sisters to get behind them. Um, 2020 had taught us a lot and had taken a lot from us. So let's get behind them, help them grow. As you helping them grow, you can grow too. Because if you have a vision for something, you have to keep watering that seed, planting that seed, and continue to let it grow. And this is a way you can grow. So, so that's what I have for you for tonight. This is a great way to start off our artist Mondays, even though it's Sunday. Well, I did it today because I have an artist already scheduled for tomorrow. So,
Okay.
and I'm like, hey, y'all need to come in before the first, before this kick off. So, um, so that's why I did it on Sunday, and they give us a break from some of the other stuff we normally talk about. so, so definitely. Is it anything else y'all want to add to for anyone or anything I missed that on? Because I know we could keep going. If you are looking for a host, if you feel like you can host this show, DJ Coners, definitely submit a video. Submit a video. Be yourself. Don't try to go up there and pretend like you reading the strip. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Be yourself. That's what they would recognize.
Right.
Original of your music, of your work. So definitely do it. I don't know. I might submit a video myself.
Let me see what you got.
Come on with it.
Be like, hey, y'all come on. Let's be like Steve Harvey. Y'all let's turn it up now. But definitely, definitely do it. Radio said, cool show. Best of luck to both of you for the future. Sound like you are well on your way.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
radio.
much.
I'll be waiting on my airline radio.
Be waiting on what?
Out there one more time for radio.
Exactly. Radio, like I said, radio is a cool cat. Um, eh, ever since he been on the show, he always been straight open and everything. So, other than that, I appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. You've been listening to Speak On It with Who You With Kurt Dog. We have Tamika and Stormy Knight, the owners of New Vision Media Group. Been a wonderful show. Um, check out the new streaming service. You could go to newvisionmediagroup.com. Check out the website. Um, if you have a show idea, this is a perfect time to try to get it exposed. Do not sleep on it. Do not sleep on them because when they came on last time and where they are today is completely different. So definitely reach out to them. And they are looking for a host for DJ Coners. DJ Coners is a competition between DJs, and they need a host to be able to host this. So definitely reach out to them and let's get behind them. So other than that, I appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. And until tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time, I will talk to you then.